Sziasztok! Hát, végre folytatjuk az LMV-ket. Tegnap óta úgy folyamatosan motoszkált bennem, hogy tényleg úgy nézzük meg, hogy hát ha végre most a második fejezet egy kicsit helyre teszi azt, hogy az első fejezetben igazából mi is történt, mert én nem tudtam. Tehát nem tudom, mi történt az elsőben. De most úgyis ugye lesz egy ilyen összefoglaló, elvileg, amit ugye tegnap le akart vetíteni, úgyhogy hát egy kicsit helyre teszi a dolgokat.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Jó.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
No, tehát akkor az a lényeg, hogy akkor ezek szerint a legeslegelső pályarész az volt az álom. Tehát az tényleg egy rémálom volt. Az, hogy Bright Falls-ba ment ugye a feleségével elemvék, az valóság volt. Illetve a kocsis rész, tehát amikor autóbaleset volt, az is valóság volt. Csak a kettő között eltelt egy hét.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
De ott van egy
Hey,
termosz.
handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Ez ugye Silent Hill-be van, ez a lakás.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow. Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Tehát akkor ehhez valószínűleg lesz köze ennek az egész ilyen rémvilágnak, hogy ugye folyamatosan azt mondják, hogy Ellen végteremtette ezt az
How do you
egészet.
feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Az ott mit csinál?
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
És az a baj, hogy ezt biztos, hogy nem fogják kinyírni.
Office down the corridor? That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Should fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Ja. Egy kempingedés során tűntek el, szerintem ezekhez nincsen közünk.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Mi a fasz?
Back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park.
Mr.
There's a
Wake,
spot
can I
called
help you with
Lover's
anything?
Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Hey, can you turn the light?
Hopp, ott is van egy irat.
Deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. Hey! Hey!
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Ja, azt mondta, hogy itt van a kerítésen talán egy lyuk. Ja, akkor magára erre az egészre mondta, hogy egy lyuk. Ja nem, itt a lyuk. Igen, és itt van egy tragacs.
Had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Akkor gondolom itt az irodán át kell menni. Mi a
Fire is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Tehát magyarul akkor, amit ő ír, tehát az formálja ezt az egész várost. De ennek mi baja lett? Tehát előbb még itt törjöngött.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Bírom az ilyen fajta menedzsereket, ez a kedvencem, vagy?
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Akkor a kutya a Max.
Rusty, right? You rent cabins. Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff.
De jó, nyilván, tehát most így, ahogy előadta, tehát ki az a hülye, aki ezt el is hinné?
What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Ez a faház ami majdnem pont ugyanúgy néz ki, mint amiben Alice-szel voltunk. Azt nézem, hogy a shotit meg elvette. Picsába.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Boss. De úgy tényleg azért lenne jó mondjuk ezt a Barryt is hívni, mert jó, hát nyilván nem fog jönni, de az, hogy tehát kíváncsi lennék, hogy ezeket most csak Alan Wake tapasztalja, vagy mindenki más. Tehát, hogy most ő látja ilyen szarul a világot, vagy tényleg ez van? Mint ugye a faszi, akit lelőttünk, a benzinkutast. Van itt valami? Jaj, már megint.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow. That sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Ennek semmi értelme nem volt. Tehát mert most gyakorlatilag tehát egy faszi megölt egy másikat, aki saját maga volt. Mert hogy elvileg, tehát nem tudom, hogy saját, tehát önmagát ölte meg a pszichopata énje. Talán. Telefon. Semmi.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Na mi van ott?
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone! Please,
Hello?
help! Back here! I'm back here!
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key. Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Hát nekem már halottnak tűnt nagyon abból a mozdulatból.
Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh, good boy.
Nem, csak először nézzük meg, hogy mik vannak most. Ja, akkor az első epizódost ezek szerint törölte is.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled.
Tehát most az volt, ami pont történt. De akkor ezek szerint, hogyha most ez ugye még életben is van, és el tudta mondani, akkor ez tényleg mindenki látja.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Azért közben nézelődök, mert elemet is jó lenne találni. Aha, pont itt van. Az igen.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on. Rusty! The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
De tényleg azt nem vágom, hogy ezeket a hülyeségeket vajon miért mondják. Tehát ez is, hogy a vadásznak vadász engedély kell.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Tényleg is. Jó.
Fishing is only permitted for those prisoners who purchase a park fishing license. Obey the operator's instructions.
Ez Rusty?
Rusty? Rusty, no! Never approach two bears and wolves. Never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park grounds. Or even simple berries.
És az a hulla is eltűnt. És hova lett a kutya? Kurva anyádat. Csak jó lenne lőszer, mert ez az egy táram maradt.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Ja, semmit se láttál, én őrültem meg. Na, ez már valamennyire elég lesz.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Basz meg! Csak kettőt láttam. Jó. Most olyan. A kurva anyádat! Miért bír ez ilyen kurva sokat? Basszus, jó lenne találni fényforrást. Majd kifogyok lőszerből. Ennyi volt. De faszom, de akkor legalább lőszert adhatna, hogyha már ennyi rohadékot rámereszt. Aha, ott is van. De, hova lett a fényforrás? Hát de baszki, hát amikor jöttem, akkor még itt volt lámpa. Ó, hát ez nem hiszem el. Ja, próbálok egyszerűen odafutni. De azt, hogy a faszkalap még le is sprintel. Bazd meg az anyád. Jó, akkor megállok, azt megpróbálom őket itt legyőzni. Hát ez a 3 töltény meg egyszerűen nem lesz rá elég. Baszki. A headshot. Mi a fasz? Hát eddig csak összesen voltak 3-on. Aztán most ezt így basszatom, hát nincsen lőszerem. De gecik még dobálnak is. És balra nem tudom beindítani azt a szart. Na mindjárt akkor csak beljebb futok ide. És akkor remélhetőleg nem fog rám jönni az összes, csak ez a 3. De a kurva anyádat! Jó. Gyorsan kapcsolt be azt a szart. Na, azért itt nézzünk szét. Jó, hát valami favágon olyan nem akarta, hogy más telefonáljon. Hova sunnyogsz, geci? És akkor ezekre van 12 lőszerem. Hát fasza. Erről jöttem, azt hiszem. Ups, itt van egy kézirat is, bassza meg! Na, gyertek ide! Na viszont ezekre tényleg nem lesz elég. Ennyi le, ennyi. De ezt nem értem, hogy tehát, hogyha már egyszer ennyit gyilkolni kell, akkor legalább adhatna lőszert hozzá. Merre kell mennem? Remélem erre. Nem erre. De nem hiszem el, hogy ennyire nem ad lőszert. Mindjárt amíg ide jön, addig szétnézek, de itt nem láttam piros ládát. Nem, nincs is. Hát ezt megszoptuk. Nincsen egy darab lőszerem se.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Ez ki?
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares won't keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
let's move.
Ja, hogy nála van az asszony.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
Öljed már őket! Mi faszomra vársz? Én meg geci, és itt van rajtam, ez meg baszik lelőni.
Box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Pull them off, damn it! Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
De nyomorult az inkább hagyja, hogy kinyiffanjunk, mint hogy ideadja a stukkert. Gyere már, nyomorult.
This is it, Wake. Our last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Ó, bazd meg. Több elemet nem akarok erre baszni. Na, tölts és tűz! Jó. Semmi, hát azt látom.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Akkor ezek szerint mégsem mi oldalunkon van?
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Bazd meg, én meg azt hittem, hogy ez kézirat.
Rusty warned me about these tapes. It hurt like hell.
Bassza meg. És most így óvatosan kell kitérnem is, hogy nehogy egy másikba lépjek. Az anyádat. Az a bőven már csak 4 fákjám van, azt meg nem kéne mindet elhasználni. Jó, tehát akkor a kék melegítősöknek 2 lövés kell, a favágónak kell 3, a kurva nagy favágónak meg 5 talán, vagy 6. Azt a generátort azt be is indítom. Szarházit nem is láttam. Na így most már remélhetőleg lesz mindig lőszer. Na, de ma nem jössz be? Kis köcsög. Ajaj. Hát ide muszáj. Bassza meg. Előtt úgyis van fény, ott felhíleljük magunkat. Na és most vajon a létre vagy lépcső? Ja, jó, akkor létre. Nem tudom, hogy jó irányba ugrottam-e? Csak azt hittem, le fog szakadni. Ez mi volt? Nem tudom, mik ezek a pacák. Kézirat. Hát eléggé sok ott maradt. De nyilván azt az erdőt ott átnézni. Ja, hogy ott is ott egy kézirat. Ott egy termosz. Na és most hogyan tovább? Ja, itt a létre. Nem tudom, hogy ezek szerintem valami csapdák. Mi? Mi az, hogy a sötétség a nő bőrébe bújt? Jó, hát itt más nincs. Akkor az már megint nagy lesz. 2 nagy. Most már próbálok mindenfajta ilyen felületet megvilágítani, hogy hát ha tudok meg plusz infót. Baszt ki. Oké, vadászpuska. Fény, 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 fény.
Barry? Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
De baszki ellen, tehát ez egy szaros ilyen fogkocsi beálló. Azt most komolyan meg kell szereznem a kulcsokat hozzá. Na, talán... kurva anyát. Jó, nem a női WC-be van.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Ba! Úgy tudtam, hogy lesz valaki a WC-be. Jó, nekem úgyis jó, hogyha ott maradsz. Most mi van? Ja. Ő nekem kell vezetni is. Na ezt meg lehetett volna csinálni eddig is. El tudom baszni. Aha, el. Még jó, hogy ezeket nem gyalog kell, egyenként kinyírnom. Jaha, itt volt. Rusty. Na remélhetőleg most a végre nem veszi el. Na legalább most már kipróbáljuk. Az igen! Jó, hát akkor ezt tartalékoljuk.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, yes, I get you.
De azt nem értem, hogy tehát elvileg ez a valaki, tehát az emberrabló, ez a sötétség ellen van ezek szerint. De akkor tehát Alice-t azt meg valami sötét dög rabolta el, nem?
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Ow! Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
És hogy? Most világít csak rájuk egyesével? De hogyha még egyszer nekem jönnek, akkor gyorsan fákja. Na gyertek! Nem értem, mit akar, lőjek fel egy jelzőfényt? Hát az úgy néz ki, hogy erre kell használnom a fákjáimat. Hát még mindig elég sokan vannak. Oh.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Have a great day.
Eleve elég gyanús hangja.
Come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Akkor ezek szerint ez a özvegyvén asszony is valami sötét dög. Hát akkor ezek szerint vége lett a második fejezetnek is. Most már az, de ugye elkezdett összeállni a sztori. Ugye az első fejezet az tényleg olyan nagyon katyvasz volt nekem. Most már akkor gyakorlatilag megtudtuk azt, hogy valahogy itt Bright Fallsban Ellen iratai alapján, vagy Ellen elméje alapján változnak a dolgok, őrülnek meg az emberek. Ugye kiderült ez, hogy rá is, illetve Alice-re is visszavezethető az, hogy mi köze van ennek az egésznek a fényhez, meg a sötéthez. Ez az egyedüli, amelyik ilyen hatalmas kérdőjel, hogy hova tűnt a faház, illetve ugye ott abban a pillanatban rabolták el Alice-t, hogy sötét lett, tehát valami sötét dög rabolta el Alice-t. Akkor viszont nem értem egyszerűen, hogyha egyszer egy olyan valami rabolta el, akkor miért egy olyan valakinél van Alice, elvileg, aki azt mondta, hogy egy oldalon áll velünk. Úgyhogy hát ezek még eléggé nagy kérdőjelek, de tetszik. Tehát meglepő, de amúgy nagyon tetszik ez a játék. Hát azt sajnálom, hogy ugye alapjáraton nem kapott magyar feliratot, de eddig tényleg hibátlan. Tehát tetszik a sztoria is, az ott nem volt annyira kellemes, amikor ugye nem adott lőszer, de ettől eltekintve nagyon jó. Úgyhogy én nagyon szépen köszöntem a figyelmet, lehetséges, hogy most este, hogyha úgy van, akkor folytatjuk majd a harmadik fejezettel. Addig is mindenkinek további szép napot, sziasztok!